I don't even know if I set this up right because I'm on my MacBook right now. But this is gonna be a super short stream. We'll see if anyone jumps in. I just wanted to show this to someone else so they can see it for real. Cause it's kind of crazy. What's up, folks? I don't have my normal setup. I'm on the MacBook Pro, so I haven't had a chance to set everything up yet. I don't even know how to get my music working or anything. Exposure's all off. I like it a little bit burnt. See, now I'm over here messing it up. All right, this is going to be a super short stream. Feel free to ask me some questions while I'm hanging out here, but the main reason I wanted to jump on is I've been using Imogen AI recently, and it's like an AI service that will edit your photos for you through AI, and it's kind of ridiculous. I've done it 2 times so far, and I was super happy with the results. So I wanted to get some other people to see it. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna do that real quick, and then I gotta go make dinner and all that goodness. But how's everyone doing? Let me see if I can. There it goes. Imogen, I think is how they say it, like almost like imaging. So here's Imaging AI. So basically the way it works is there's 2 routes you can take. You can create your own style. So basically you take a bunch of photos that you've already edited and you upload that to the AI. The AI learns from your edits, and then it edits your photos for you based on how you normally edit. Or they have another thing where you can choose a style, which is like they have photographers that they've chosen, and those photographers have uploaded their style, so you can just use that instead of having to upload your own photos. So I've already uploaded my stuff, and it has my style in there. I think I'm over with the trial. Yeah, hold on. Let me figure this out real quick, because it does cost monies. It costs monies, just like most everything does. Just like most everything. All right. Did I do it correctly? Here, let me close it, and we'll reopen it. All right, so what I'm gonna do, because it's AI, is you can always upload stuff to it at any point in time. So I can go in and re-upload. So I've edited like a little sneak peek bit from this wedding. I've also edited some other stuff. So I went in and did some reception stuff to make sure I can upload that to Imogen. So now I'm going to teach, and I'm going to upload. And so I select my catalog, so you see I have natural fields. And then I'm going to choose from a catalog. I hate that it keeps going over like that. This is my main catalog. Oh, that's right. You got to close Lightroom. Hold on real quick. Let me make all these black and whites red. Because right now I've only taught it how to edit my colors. So I don't know if it'll see those black and white. So we got to close Lightroom. Okay. And so now it sees my whole catalog. And now here's Emily and Steven. That's the one I want to upload. You see it says I have 42 images. I also have a filter, so I can tell it include labels, like don't include red. Those were all the black and whites I just made. Include only 5-star. So we're gonna unclick all of these. And include only edited photos. So 32 photos, which was about how much I had already edited. So I'm gonna upload that. Oh, I gotta name the project. So there it goes. So I'm gonna send that to them. So you send it to it, the AI is gonna learn from it. And then after that, I'm gonna tell it what to actually edit. So there it goes, uploading. Fujifilm. Oh, I can't read that. Different language. I'm sorry, y'all. I only speak English. I'm not cool enough to know other languages. Definitely gonna give this a twirl. It's if you edit like I do, where you have like one preset and you use it for everything, it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, this thing has me editing whole weddings in like 30 minutes. And then all I have to do is go back and make sure it looks right, which takes maybe an hour, if even. Does it send just the metadata, not the actual photos? I am not sure, actually. I'm assuming it's mainly the metadata, but it must be the photos too, because it's making AI judgments on how to edit too. Because technically you can't just edit a photo based off the metadata alone. You kind of need to kind of see what's going on in the photo too, because if it just did the metadata, like that's the same as copying and pasting. So it's like it's an AI, it's machine learning. It's actually learning how you edit and then going from there. Which program is this? It's called Imogen AI. I've only used it like 2 or 3 times, but the 2 times I used it, I was like, this is crazy. Like, you can do this? I sent it 400 photos and it finished it in 5 minutes. And I was just like, what? John, you best. Thank you so much. So there you go. So 100% upload. That's it, learning. So there it goes. It's finished uploading. Great. What's cost after the trial? It's like 6 or 7 cents a photo or something. This will be my first time actually paying for it because the trial just ran out. So is it hard to teach it your style? It's not. Well, it depends on how you look at it. You have to upload like 5,000 photos. So for someone like me who's a wedding photographer and has like thousands and thousands of photos all already edited, it's easy for me because I'm just like, oh, let me go back through one of my old catalogs and here are a bunch of photos. But someone who doesn't shoot like that, it might be a little bit more annoying because coming up with 5,000 photos to teach it is kind of drastic. Okay, so now we go to edit. I go in here and I'm gonna choose what I want. So again, I'll go into a recent catalog. Here's all my stuff. This is gonna be named Emily and Steven because that was the wedding. I'm gonna be using my natural fields profile, which I created through, again, I uploaded my stuff, it learned from me, so that's basically natural fields. Were the edits that they send back close to what you feel? Yeah, no, like they sent back the stuff and it was like, honestly, sometimes it was better than when I actually send photos out to actual people to edit it. Like, it was drastic. Look, you can have it straighten the photos too, and it does pretty well at that. Image filters again. I want it to edit only the 5 stars. I want it to edit not the reds, because those are the black and whites. And I want it to edit anything that's not edited. So if we find Emily and Steven, that's 700 photos. And I had already edited like 30 some or something. So here's them, Emily and Steven. I'm gonna choose it. And enter the project name. I thought I did that already. Oh, that's right. It doesn't like symbols. So here it is, 700 photos. So it's saying yes, here's the name, 700 images, straighten it, yes. Here's the date, there's the profile we're gonna be using, boom. I don't think I can move this yet, but now it's gonna upload it. And this is probably this part and also the editing is what takes the longest time. And since I have to cook dinner, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to wait throughout this whole process. Or maybe, you know what, maybe I can. I'm about to grill in the freezing cold, y'all. It's like 30 degrees down here. I'm about to do it anyway, though. I love grilling so much. You're gonna post this live stream to your channel later as a video? Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably leave it up. I don't know how long I'll leave it up since this is not my normal quality of stream. Since I'm streaming from the actual MacBook Pro now, the 14-inch M1 Max. So I don't have my usual setup that I use. Best time to grill. I know people be hating, oh, grilling time's the summer. You know, I don't enjoy it. It's mad hot. You know, I'm standing there in the heat in front of a fire. Who wants to do that? You know, like, I'd rather grill in the fall, you know, when it's a little chilly outside. So you're standing by the fire and it's nice and comfy. That's more my vibe. It's probably taking longer with the upload because I'm streaming, but y'all get the idea. Let me show you some examples while it's uploading. So this whole gallery here that I need to finish exporting, Imogen did this one. And I mean, I went back and double checked some of the photos. I had to do all the black and whites myself because I haven't taught it black and white yet. But like, I mean, I was very happy with these edits. Me either hate it, big coat and fire with a brew in hand. That's the move. Yes. The only part that Imogen had a hard time with were these photos. But these photos were like the worst lighting ever known to man. So like, I'm not even mad. So the white balance was a little off. But it was no worse than when I send out photos for editing myself, you know, like to another company. So, you know, the thought process is like, you go to a company that does editing and they do it for, say, like 35, 40 cents a photo, or you can do it through Imogen and do it for like 6 to 7 cents a photo. So you're saving money. And on top of that, with editing companies, they're like editing for everybody, you know? So like everybody has to edit. Oh, Jesse always coming through with the super chat. Thank you so much. Happy Tuesday. Finally made a live stream. I know it's been a while. It has been a hot minute. But yeah, like, Imogen can get your photos back to you in like 30 minutes. Whereas if you give it to real people who are also editing for other people, you're waiting for weeks. So like, I'm okay to pay 5 to 6, 7 cents a photo and maybe not have it be 1000% perfect. You know what I'm saying? Because half the time with someone who edits my photo, I have to go in anyway and recheck them. So there's no difference there. So I'm saving money and it's faster. Like, these photos came out really good. And I was surprised. I think if anything, the AI is not getting enough magenta, man. But, you know. Other than that, it's ridiculously impressive. Oh yeah, I think this is taking so long because I'm streaming at the same time. So my upload. You know what? Hold on. Let's see if we can prioritize my computer. Do 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 do. Let's see if that'll make a difference. Either that'll kill the stream. Because, yeah, the last time I uploaded, it definitely didn't take me 29 minutes. And I get that that's an estimate, but I also was only doing 400 photos. Off topic, but did the contest happen already? It didn't. I still need to schedule that. Actually, now that you bring it up. I need a photo. I need to schedule that. I need to make a thumbnail. I'm so behind, y'all. Oh, God. But yeah, the best thing about Imogen is the fact that, like, it's one of those things that you should be able to just, like, plug it in and do it. So, like, after you go and call, and then you would just tell it, like, hey, edit these photos, and you would leave. So you would forget about it while it was uploading. And then, so the workflow I would love to get to. So I've used Aftershoot a couple times, which will AI cull your photos for you. So imagine coming home for a wedding, backing up your photos, running it through Aftershoot so it AI culls for you overnight, and then the next morning you send it to Imogen, and then it AI edits for you, and you're done. You could finish weddings in like a week. Not even. Like, you could deliver your photos to your couples in like a week, which would be crazy. Oh yeah, I ran it through this one too. I just haven't had a chance to check all of it, but like, it did this one as well. The only thing it didn't edit was like my second photographer's photos, like this here. But yeah, that would be the future, y'all. Because then it's like two choices. You can either shoot in JPEG and then not really have to edit, or you could use Imogen and have it edit for you. You can use Aftershoot and Imogen together and not have to do anything. What's that on the wall? I love your full wedding videos. Thank you. So yeah, it did a good job. I was surprised. I was very, very surprised. I was like, okay, look at this thing editing. I'm about to teach it my black and white. This is the new Fujifilm 33 f1.4. This is my first time using it. Great lens. Why Lightroom Classic over Lightroom? This might be a loaded question. Lightroom Classic can just do much more. If you're a professional, like if you're doing professional work, there's things you're gonna get out of Classic that you can't get out of the normal Lightroom. Now, if you're just editing photos, and it's like for social or lifestyle or something like that, then yeah, normal Lightroom is fine. You can use it on your iPad, you can use it on your phone, it's cool. But yeah, Classic, if you look at any especially wedding photographers, there's just so much you can do in Classic. The organization's much better. Also, you have apps like Imogen. Imogen AI doesn't work on normal Classic, or excuse me, on normal Lightroom. So you don't get cool stuff like being able to AI edit your photos, like plugins and all kinds of. You don't get that with Lightroom. You do with Lightroom Classic. What's the output format? Works with Capture One or only Lightroom. I think it's only Lightroom. There is no output. So what happens is, because it's actually editing the photos, so you send it all the AI information, you send it the photos, it AI edits it, and then it just re-downloads it into Lightroom. So it's the same as if you like import it from another catalog or something. And so it just updates all your photos with the edits on them, and that's it. And then you still go through your normal process of exporting. So again, you know, there's still like an extra, you know, hour of work of you just going through all the photos and making sure they're cool and everything. But other than that, it edits for you. It's crazy. Man, best answer I've gotten. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. See, the problem with that question about Lightroom versus Classic is that, wow, bro. Yeah, the problem is, especially a lot of the pro photographers or photographers who's been doing it for a while, they just get all like snooty about it, and they're like, you only use Classic. You know, it's like, but why? Can you please explain it to me? Because you can't just sit there, especially with someone who's, we've all been new at some point and had no idea what we were doing. So to sit there and be like, you only use Classic, like, that doesn't help someone who's newer, who legitimately wants to know. You know? So yeah, I think they're both fine. The normal Lightroom is actually really cool, and the fact that it syncs with the cloud, it's really nice. But Classic, the way it organizes the photos, and then all of the extra plugins and stuff that you get, you know, all of that stuff. Being able to like photo merge and stuff, there's just so much more you can do in Classic. So if you're, again, like trying to be a wedding photographer, you need to go ahead and get into Classic and learn Classic. If you just want to edit some photos, normal Lightroom is just fine. You know, if you're doing lifestyle photos for like a model and all she does is post to like social, normal Lightroom is fine. Honestly, normal Lightroom might be more preferable, because then you can go to a shoot and just use an iPad and upload your photos there and edit them right then and there while you're at the shoot, versus having to break a whole laptop out and all this stuff. Do you have new workshops or classes coming that we can invest in? Soon. 2022 is going to be the year of courses and classes, and I was actually just thinking about doing a Lightroom class. And again, as you all know, like, I put out a lot of free information, and I'm for that. But I want to really teach it. And when I really teach it, it will be a course. I'll try my best not to make it super expensive, but I want to take someone through like the process of learning Lightroom, from like, how do I import my photos? How do I sort my photos and organize them? And then actually, how do I edit them, and editing tips like that. So it'll be a good like couple of hours of just, let's go ahead and get you acclimated to Lightroom. So I do plan on doing that kind of stuff. So brother, love those pics of people dancing. What's the best flash to use for a beginner, and does specific camera body matter? No, camera body does not matter. And the flash itself also doesn't matter. It mainly depends on how much power the flash is kicking out. So what I like to do, and I have a video about it, so I'll see, let me try and find it real quick for you all, and I'll post it in the chat. Can you search your own pictures? Or your, wow, I can't even talk. Here it goes. Search your own videos. All right, so here's the video I did. Here's the video I did on reception dancing photos, and I talk about my process. But basically, I use my widest lens. For me, that's a 16 because I'm on crop. So that's like a what is that, like a 24? And then after using the 24, I have my flash with the mag sphere set up on it. And then I get in the party. And that's what gives, like, it gives it the party feel, you know? And you can catch silly stuff like this when they're, you know, like doing selfies and stuff, because I'm right there standing beside them. Also, your flash doesn't have to be super powerful because your mag sphere, you're close to them, so your mag sphere is enough. Two-Man Studio just started their course again, but it was 3,000. Well, how long of a course was it? That's the real question. Because if they're dropping like 8 hours of stuff on you, then 3,000 is probably, reasonable. Also, the biggest thing you have to remember about courses too is that sometimes people are giving you the tools to like do something or to fish, teach a man to fish. So the goal is like, well, if you can do what I'm teaching you, you should be able to make more money. So that's why people charge that much. Like I actually, and see, this is the thing too, like I want you all to understand that I'm a real person too. I pay for this stuff myself. So like I just signed up for a course on some YouTube stuff. I paid $2,000 for it. Like it wasn't cheap. But again, from what I'm supposed to learn from it, I should technically be able to make more money. So $2,000 is a drop in the bucket if I'm able to make like a whole bunch of money. So that's just kind of how courses are. Hey John, do you have a video regarding how you set your price point? I don't. I may make one at some point. That's like a loaded topic, but yeah, all these are with a 24. I'm like in the party. I'm shooting off hip. So I'm just aiming. Like I'm not looking through I'm just aiming. That's why the angle's kind of like up and down like that. Because a lot of times I'll like point over someone to get the shot. Man, this is taking longer than I thought it would. I wanted y'all to see it in real time, but I need to start grilling or something. And I don't want to just leave y'all here sitting and waiting. People come back to the stream like, what's happening? We're just watching this bar fill up slowly for 20 minutes. I might have to do it though. Do you see videography outpacing your photography at events, or is it photography still majority? Yeah, couples still really want photos. Couples are hiring video like last minute. So it seems overall that video is still not really sought after from most couples. Because video is not one of those mediums that I feel like people, like you'll look at a photo real quick. You're not going to sit down and watch a video. Most people just aren't. Most of the people I hear that hire videographers said they don't even watch their video. So yeah, it's kind of half and half. Yeah, I gotta start this food. Let me maybe I'll leave the stream on and see if this thing wants to do its thing. But every time I've uploaded, it's been super fast. And I'm assuming the only reason it's not that fast because my upload speed is trash because my internet is horrible. And because I'm streaming, I'm eating up half that bandwidth. Which is unfortunate because usually it's super fast. Yeah, that's unfortunate. All right, y'all. I'm about to jump off of here. I will post my results of the Imogen at some point. Or maybe I'll even jump back on the stream for like 2 seconds. You're going to get in trouble if you don't start grilling. I mean, yeah, it's, it's wintertime. Like the sun's about to go down. My family's got to eat. They trying to eat this grilled food. Like every time I grill, everyone's like, yeah. So I can't keep them waiting. I'll leave the stream open for a second and go start this grill because I got to wait for it to warm up anyway. Y'all can hang out and chat and have a great time. While you're waiting, you can look at these beautiful photos. But yeah, this was my most recent wedding when I was in Brooklyn just the other day. Boom. Boom. This was all XT3. And again, I was using the new 33 1.4 for the first time. Well, cook, bro. We'll be all right till you get back. Yeah, I'll be right back. It's gonna take it a minute anyway. I want y'all to see it. It's like crazy. It's really crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna turn this off, and I'll be right back. 12 minutes to go. Not so bad. Got the grill going. I can see the smoke from up here. Just leave the music on. I don't even know. Oh, turn it up a little. Y'all can hear it through the mic, can't you? I should have. There's a way. There's something for me to install. I gotta go find it. Again, being on the new MacBook Pro, I don't have all my stuff set up yet. I use this thing called Soundflower. Super awesome. Oh God, GitHub. Just looking for the signed Soundflower installer. There it is. Where do I download it? Soundflower. Boom. Boom. Soundflower. Happy holidays, everyone. I'm doing Thanksgiving dinner early, but barbecue sounds good. Yeah. Yeah, I got some chicken thighs. Chicken thighs I'm about to do. Grilling. I feel like everybody during the pandemic picked up some kind of new hobby. So grilling was my pandemic hobby, as I call them. So I've been grilling almost every day for a while now. My wife's actually like, we probably need to stop eating so much meat, bro. It's a little too much. Oh yeah, you know what it is too? My stream is using like 8,000 kilobytes, so it's eating like half the bandwidth of my upload speed, which is trash in the first place. So that's definitely what's happening. This thing is taking so long because the stream is eating up the rest of the bandwidth. Great job. Oh well. It is what it is. So just for the future, normally this part doesn't take so long. If you have a nice internet with a nice upload speed, this should be like literal minutes, even for 700 photos. John, do you ever open second shooter job with you? I sometimes have seconds, so I'm pretty picky about seconds, and I need my seconds to be super reliable. So if anything, I was thinking about maybe starting some kind of program to have third photographers. Because as a third, you're not as dependent on. So if you're looking to learn the ropes or just kind of see how I work in person or hang out on a real wedding day, I'd be down to do that. I'm actually thinking about opening that up maybe to the public for public sign-ons or something. Because yeah, that'd be cool to give people a chance to like third and really be at a wedding. But again, you got to come right. I'm not trying to take nobody over here, not dressing up right for their weddings and looking slop. Because again, that's going to look bad for me and my couple. So if you want to come attend my weddings, you gotta get right. That's all there is about it. You got to get right. But yeah, I've thought about it before. I brought on someone as a third recently. She's in my area and she hit me up. And yeah, she you can see her stuff here. She helped with this wedding. Let's we'll go to metadata. She had a Canon, EOS R. So this was all her stuff. She did pretty good. She shot with me twice now. A lot of times I don't use a lot of the seconds photos. So really, or especially the third, I barely use the seconds photos. So the third really doesn't get used. So it's a great way for you to practice and like ask me questions live and just kind of see me work. But yeah, so that shot was my third photographer. That was dope. If it's edited, that means I chose it and I liked it. Are you going to do some YouTube tutorials on how you film your YouTube video and setup? I might. I've been like, YouTube, the algorithm is really picky about like you doing what you do. So like now that I make wedding photography videos, my wedding photography videos do well. Because YouTube says, well, hey, this guy makes wedding photography videos. So if I started doing actual YouTube videos, I'm not sure how well they would do. but I want to, because I mean, I've taught on it now at like 3 large workshops. Like I've been speaking about YouTube for a while. So yeah, I'd be totally down to make some videos on like, this is just how I do it. Oh, that makes sense. Maybe IG stories, maybe, or like reels or something. Yeah, YouTube be hating. So yeah, if I come out and be like, this is how you do YouTube, they'll be like, you don't do YouTube videos, bro. So they won't push it out. So unless my video's like that dope, no one's gonna find it. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this is taking that long. Uh-oh. Is my grill going? I think I can see it from up here, can I? I can. I might have to go check the fire. But yeah, so the last set of photos I sent to Imogen, it was like 400 photos, and it finished it in 30 minutes. Or not even, it finished it in like 5, and I was blown away. So I'm curious to see how long it takes for 700 photos. Hey, welcome to the stream. This was totally impromptu, so I'm just kind of like, my setup's not set correctly, and the music's not playing. I'm trying to grill, so I'm gonna be stepping away here and there. But this is y'all seeing me in my rawest form. This is me, real life, trying to cook dinner for my family. Usually when we do this, me and my wife double up on like dinner. So she'll do the sides and I'll do all the meat, since I'm like the grill guy now. Do. I saw your 3314 images. That's dope. Thanks. Actually, this is the 3314 right now. That background blur is hitting. Look at. Let's see if we can get it to. Come on. Come on. Bokeh out for me. Do it. Yeah. That background blur is so good. Look how sharp it is on my hand too. I mean, I don't know if y'all can really see it, but yeah, the 3314 is nice. The focus is faster, but I don't know if it's faster than the F2. But I was also in like a dark scenario for the ceremony, but when they were walking in for the processional, and they were walking kind of fast too, I felt like the 33 wasn't totally keeping up. I can show y'all. So I have no definitive anything to say about it yet, but I feel like the 35 F2 is still faster as far as focusing is concerned. So let's start from here. We'll turn our metadata only to the 33. Also, I need to check and see if there's like a software update for the lens, because the last time I tried to say a lens wasn't working, and that's exactly what it was, is I didn't have the software updated correctly. So this is continuous autofocus. Oh, you know what? My settings were probably wrong too. So they came down slow. At this point, they were probably too close to me, which is why that's off. But all these, it hit all these. But they were walking fairly slow. Everyone who came next came pretty quickly. So like that one was a bit off. I'm also at 1/60th of a second, so half of that could be motion blur, but yeah, I think they got too close to me. See, that's what I don't like shooting processionals unless it's, you see how short that space, this spacing was super short. I should have shot it on the 23. It was okay with the 33, but by the time they got to here, it was like, you better get your last shots in because now they're too close to you. I've been using AI over a month. Love it. Yeah, it seems super cool. I thought that was Lupe. 3 minutes. So see, so these are on. That's off. So I don't know if that was because he was too close at that point. That, you know what? That may be what it was. It was hard to see it in camera. But yeah, it looks like it's pretty much on for the most part. And then yeah, that was too close. What would you do if you mistakenly did not shoot their couple portraits due to the time after ceremony? So that's one of those questions. So that's one of those things, like, there would definitely be no mistake about their portraits after the ceremony. That, hands down, is the hardest as far as timing. But if I knew that I was running out of time, I would literally basically start rushing everybody else. So yeah, they definitely would never mistakenly miss the portraits. Because that's, like, hands down the most important. Hold on, let me see how my grill's doing. I don't know how well it's burning. I might have to go check on it again. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks. Shooting at 160. 1/60. Well, no, these were 1/160. Now, when I do detail shots, like these were probably at 160. Yeah, they were 160. I'll do it real quick. That one was a little motion blur. This one was fine though. I'll do it real quick. For still life, AI doesn't improve your editing skills. You have to teach AI. You have to create your own profile. Exactly. Did you call an aftershoot? I didn't this time. I'm still filling aftershoot out and figuring out the best ways to use it. Okay, we did it. It's uploaded. Cool. Okay, so that took longer than it should have because I'm streaming at the same time. But generally, you can upload photos pretty quick based on your internet. So finish uploading. You'll receive an email shortly after your edit is done. Great. So that's it. And then at this point, you just wait. Now, like I said, the last time I sent it 400 photos, it finished in like 5 minutes. And I was mind blown. We'll see how long this takes. Let's see. You push back the wedding if you need more time. Nobody's going to leave. Yeah, and it's like, when it comes to couple portraits, unless your couple is like the worst couple in the world, and unless the planner is the worst, if you tell them we literally were not able to get... So, okay, there's a couple things. Your planner should understand the day, right? So if they know the day's running late because of actual issues or someone being difficult, they understand that. They want the best for the couple too if they're a good planner. So if anything, like Dominique is saying, if anything is that bad and you can't get portraits in, you should be able to tell your planner, hey, we got no portraits and we need to get portraits. Can I flex like 5 to 6 minutes real quick? And your planner, if they're good, should be like, yeah, I'll make it work. And then you do what you need to. They'll buffer for you and you can get in some portraits. But yeah, missing couple portraits is, I would rather, if I was going to cut any photos out, it would be the bridal party. Just gone. I would skip bridal party straight up. What I would do is I'd be like, so while this is happening, right, you should already know, okay, we're way behind. You're looking at it like we're totally behind. So then you should be like, look, we're doing family's taking long. We haven't done bridal party now. So what I would do immediately is I would tell the couple this too. I'd be like, hey, we're going to do the bridal party later at the reception. They're not going to be the best photos, but we don't have photos of you all yet. And that's kind of more important than your bridal party. So because X and X happened and we fell behind, which they'll understand. And if they're an understanding couple, they'll be like, yeah, that sucked. You know, then you'll be like, so we're going to do that. We'll do bridal party during reception, use flash, you know, it'll be whatever, but we need to get your portraits in either the last bit of light we have or right before the intros. And they'll be like, cool. And that's, again, if you have a good rapport with your couple, that's how they'll respond to it. If you don't have a good rapport with your couple, they'll probably blame you for things being late. And see, that's why on my video on like the 7 things to do before a wedding, that's why I harp so much on communication. Because when stuff falls apart like that, if you're not able to have a heart-to-heart with your couple and them to be like, yeah, I understand where you're coming from, John. Thank you for being flexible to get the photos I need for my day. You know, like, that's how they should respond to you, not, oh, how did you miss the photos, and so on and so forth. I'm looking for some gift option ideas, beginning photography. What are some things that would recommend? Oh my goodness. I honestly don't know. I probably should make that video, shouldn't I? It's that time of year. I should do it. I don't know. Nothing comes to mind. Maybe a good flash. Some mag mod. Actually, you know what, y'all? I'm going to make that video. I'm definitely going to make that video. Just joining. Can you summarize so far? Oh, yeah. So basically, I'm using this program called Imogen AI. It's an AI program that you teach it how you edit, and then it edits your photos for you. And it usually does it really quickly. This is the program here. And basically, you upload photos to it. Once it learns your style, then you can just send photos to it, and it'll edit it for you. And so I finally just got everything uploaded, and now we're just waiting for the email to say that they're done. And like I was saying before, last time I did this, I've sent 400 so photos and they finished it in like 5 minutes. So I'm hoping this will go fast as well. So while we're waiting for them to edit my photos, I'm gonna go check on my grill again and see if the coals are getting hot, because it didn't look like it from up here. Do you require a contract to be signed for smaller shoots like engagement shoots or just weddings? Yeah, contracts for everything. For everything. Contracts always. Don't ever shoot something that's paid without a contract. And even if it's free, like a model shoot, you should at least have a like a model release contract as well. Is it a plugin and a service? Yeah, it's a plugin and it's a service. It costs money. It's like 7 cents a photo or something like that. Found you a week ago and can't stop watching. Thanks. Thank you so much. Okay, give me 5 seconds. I'm gonna go check on these coals, and hopefully by the time I get back, the photos will be done, but we'll see. All right, so in the time that I went to go put the chicken on the grill, because I usually smoke the chicken for like 15 minutes, I got the email that it's done already. So yeah, it's good. So now I download. Let me just double check and make sure. Yeah, your AI edits are ready. I got the email at 4:05. That's just to put it into perspective, y'all. It edited 700 photos, and I got the email back at 4:05. It probably finished in like 5 minutes. So now we're gonna go to where it says download. And so we select the project name. So there it is, Emily and Steven. Oh, I forgot you gotta close Lightroom. Okay, so try again. There's Emily and Steven. Start download. Downloading the edits will override any previous edits, and that's fine because I didn't submit anything that was already edited. So we start the download. And so there it goes, and it's done. So now that it's done, we go back to Lightroom. And what we should see now is when I go to all my 5 stars, we should start seeing the edits load in. So y'all see it load in all the edits? Look at that, y'all. 700 photos. Now, so I know this was one that I edited, and this is one that it did. So it is a little off, but these are like minor adjustments. And like I said, again, when I edit or when I send my photos to be edited by someone else, half the time they're a little bit off anyway. So to me, this is not like, you know, like, oh, it's not perfect. Because I've heard a lot of people be like, oh, the edits are bad. Like, these are like 80, 85, 90% on. Look at that. Look at it straightening the photos. And this is just it reloading the stuff in. I had already edited a couple of photos and it already did it. Like, it's all done. It's just loading it back in now. Yeah, this was the one I edited. This was the one it did. They're nearly the same. Actually, I like its edit a little bit better. Wait, let me make sure that's its edit and not mine. Actually, this one might be my edit, and this one was its edit. I can't tell. I can't tell. I mean, y'all saw that, right? I uploaded the photos and went and put chicken on the grill and came back and 700 photos were done. And if I wasn't picky, like, I could use this stuff. It would be fine. Uh-oh. What's wrong with YouTube? I'm shooting starburst image. Lighting on tree that looks like a star with an f4 lens. I'm not sure what that is, so unfortunately I can't help you. I'm sorry. Do you update your AI? And new update gives you an option to open with the Lightroom catalog. So basically, once you've taught it your style, it will always try to edit in that style when you choose it. So you basically you name your style. So again, for what I did is I said, here's the natural fills preset. Learn it. It learned it, and now every time I want it to edit, I choose the natural fills preset. It edits based on that. And then if it was off a little bit, I can go back in, tune up everything a little bit, and then send it back to it so it can learn from the photos that it already edited on, and it'll say, oh, you know, I messed these up. But look at that, y'all. This is good. Like, these are good. Did it? edit my second photographer's photos? Now let's see the ceremony. The ceremony's a little bit more challenging. Yeah, no, it's... Y'all, I didn't edit none of these. Do you see that? It even got my second photographer's photos in there. Did it get this one? There it goes. So see, that one is a little off for me. But again, for something that edits the photos and like... Honestly, I'm just gonna black and white this one. For something that edits all the photos in 5 minutes, and then all I gotta do is spend maybe an extra 30 minutes to an hour to go back and make it look right. I mean, what more can you ask for? You know, like... My only problem with these services are that, like many other things, 7 cents is only until it becomes popular. I mean, yeah, they're gonna raise the price at some point, I'm sure. That's just life, though. Again, you gotta pay for services. Can't have things for free. The way I've started looking at it through life is that, like, you either pay through money or you pay with your time, and I'd rather pay with my money. I can always make more money. I can't make more time. You know, we have a set number of days we're here living for, so I'd rather spend the money and not waste my time. Yeah, this is solid. This is dumb, yo. This is crazy. YouTube recommended your channel a couple days ago, and I'm so glad it did. I've been watching your videos nonstop and even bought your preset. Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're loving the stuff. Yeah, look at it, y'all. So good. Maybe the white balance is better. Maybe my white balance is just bad. And I'll just let the AI decide. But yeah, I'll have to go back and, you know, double check it. I also, because I never taught it a black and white preset, I need to go back and teach it black and white. Uh-oh. Oh, no, okay. Yeah, my chicken's on the grill, so once... I got 5 minutes left, so I'm gonna be jumping off, but I really wanted you all to see it work. So for everyone who was in the stream the whole time, y'all seen it now. I took the photos, unedited, uploaded some, like a preview of photos to Imogen. I already had it learn my preset, but because I uploaded more, that helps it learn. And then, yeah, it edited 700 photos in like 5 minutes. Any tips for being ready for wedding season? I have very small experience in weddings, but I have a goal to book at least 5 weddings for spring, summer. It really comes down to getting experience. And I know that's not helpful. That's like the whole internship thing. Like, you can't intern here unless you have experience, but you can't get experience unless you intern there. It's one of those like catch-22s, but just practice. I know I talk about how street photography can help you get used to your camera and your settings. That's a good way to easily do that. Did it get my shadows right? I usually drop my shadows. It didn't totally get my shadows right. I dropped my shadows a little bit for reception stuff. But yeah, for the most part, this stuff is done. It's good to go. Hello, John. How do I buy your presets? I think I have a link in the description of even this video. But yeah, y'all. So y'all seen it firsthand. 700 photos done in like 5 minutes. If you count the upload time, which took longer than it should have, it's more like 25 minutes. But again, the upload time shouldn't have taken that long. It took longer because I'm streaming, which that ate my bandwidth, so. But yeah. It's good, y'all. This is my, I think, 3rd time using it. I'm very happy. This has just changed the way I edit photos forever. Like, I'm going to gain so much time. And then, you know what's cool? Is that even though it's AI, because all this is the same, now I can come in and just be like, hold on. I think it needs to be warmer, and I think the exposure needs to come down. And you do quick stuff, bring the shadows up a bit. Quick edits like that on a group of photos, so that you don't have to go into every single photo. You can just do a quick edit like that and hit a group in the same scene real quick. Same here. These seem a little cool. So drop the exposure, raise the shadows, drop or raise the temperature up, and that's it. You know, I'm editing like 5 photos at the same time. Time is important, I agree. I'll buy your preset soon, or I can save the preset you created with this program and I'll buy that. Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for checking out Imogen AI. I hope you all enjoyed seeing it in action. I might take this video and try and like chop it up a little bit so the times where I left are gone. So feel free to come back on the channel and check it out. But yeah, this thing is ridiculous. It's crazy. It's good, y'all. And then yeah, all I'm gonna do is come back, find certain photos and black and white them, and just make sure some of the white balances match what I want. But yeah, it's good. But I'll catch y'all next time. Have a great Thanksgiving if you celebrate it. Have a great holiday season, and I will catch you all next time. All right, peace.